Hello, my name is Shania Hogan. My Tlingit name is Gadzutsta, after my late great-grandmother, Virginia Smarch. I'm from Teslin, Yukon, and my mom is Robin Smarch. My dad is Doug Hogan. Behind me is my regalia for my First Nations grad. I graduated in 2017. It was made by my mom, Robin Smarch. The designs were made by Blake Lapine. I'm the Dushlawati clan, so the back is an eagle and the front is killer whales. My late great auntie Jane Smarch helped her with my mucklucks. She did show me. I felt like I was like Tlingit royalty. I felt so proud. And in my culture, every art piece that we have has a spirit in it. So when I put it on, you could feel it. And I always feel like how I felt during my graduation, which was on top of the world. Also, I don't know, the two buttons along the side, one row means that you were adopted into a clan, and 2 rows means that you were born into a clan. So that's just another thing. If you had 3 rows, that means that you were a leader of some sort. And then the front are copper tanaz, which mean a sign of protection. It's a copper shield. Mucklucks have patterns from my late great-grandma Virginia, who raised my mom and taught her all these things. So she's been teaching me how to sew and bead and make regalia, and I actually made my first piece of regalia last week, which is really exciting. Yeah, you could just tell how proud she was of me in this work, and I'm proud of her work too. It was amazing. That's what got me through a lot of my high school, was knowing that she was working so hard on making me this for my graduation.
Drinhozo, Shosre Allison, Dawson City Hooch Inn, Dronda Quichin Deech A, Ta Trent Deech A, Han Henjik, Cha Dreda Hok I. Good day, my name is Allison. I'm from Dawson City. I am Tronda Quichin, and I am from the Crow Clan. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my graduation regalia for the Native graduation of 2010. Shania, my mom, made all of it. And the roses that she picked for the design was actually a design that she was gifted from my Sitsu, my grandma. It's my mom's mom. And purple was kind of a color that I chose for it. It went along with my graduation theme. The dress that I wore to my school graduation was purple, so I wanted my Native grad dress to kind of match along with that. And so I just wanted to share one of my favorite pieces with the dress, along with the shawl. I absolutely loved the shawl, was the piece that's a little bit hidden underneath. It's fully beaded all the way around, and it was one of my favorite pieces, and it's just kind of a nice little piece that just kind of peeks out. When I participated and attended the Native graduation in Whitehorse. That was a huge celebration, and I was so excited. I think I was looking more forward to the Native graduation than my own school graduation. And actually, I should add a little bit more about the design of the dress. Her and I kind of planned this out together. I remember, I think I was in like maybe grade 9 or something, and I started designing my dress. So her and I kind of put these ideas together, and then yeah, she made it all come true.
Hi, my name's Cheyenne Bradley. I live in Whitehorse, Yukon. I'm 27 years old, and I am a member and citizen of Kwalndun First Nation. I graduated in 2014, so it's almost been 10 years. Originally, this dress was actually made for me when I was about in grade 6 or 7 by my auntie and my grandma, because I wanted to get into traditional dancing. So if you look at the dress, it's actually a lot smaller than probably what I would have looked like in grade 7 or even today. So when I got to my graduation, my mom was thinking of ideas of my grad dress, and we talked about it, and I thought, why don't I just try to see if my traditional dress still fits me. So I did. I tried it on, and sure enough, it still fit me. And that was awesome, because I could still have a dress that, my Auntie Shirley Dawson and my grandma Maggie Peterson made for me. And at the bottom, as you can see, there's the jingles. So when I was dancing, that, you can hear the jingles as I was dancing. And I believe the flowers are to represent fireweed. My graduation day was one of the most significant parts or aspects, I guess, of my life. It was a long time coming, it felt like, especially being in school. And so when my First Nation grad came, to be able to showcase, especially our First Nation clothing and our regalia at this day, and be honored that day, to be surrounded by your friends and family, and to embrace your culture, I guess you can say, was an amazing day. And I definitely think about it a lot. I definitely miss it. It's still a monumental piece of my life, right? So, and will always be.
Hi, I'm Jackie Olsen. I'm Chorndakwitchin from Dawson City, Yukon. So when I was looking at designs, I was looking at from my grandmother's perspective, because my grandma would just look at somebody and be able to come up with a pattern. She didn't cut a pattern out from anybody else. She made her own, and that's what I try to do with my regalia designs. So we're Gwich'in. We're from Fort McPherson area along the Dempster, and they have a very particular style of beadwork. So I bring that in, and I really look to my grandma's beadwork style to put on the dresses. But yet, as a contemporary artist, I wanted to bring that mix in there as well. So she designed the dress. My daughter Kalila designed the dress. We talked about it for a long time, and what she wanted, and she wanted to have no sleeves, and she wanted her shoulders open, and it's kind of like, kind of a not traditional theme of, you really shouldn't be showing too much. So we kind of compromised, and I really enjoyed making this for her, because it comes from a place of love. When you're creating something for someone, it's usually someone someone you care about, and when you're creating that, you put good thoughts into your piece. And anything we put on the dress, or anything that we're making, that has its own spirit, like the caribou has a spirit, we make sure that it aligns with the person who's going to wear it. She grew up knowing her culture, and she grew up knowing her songs. It was part of Han singing, and she really embraced it and loved it. So being able to create this dress for her was a real honor.
Hi, my name's Janelle Olsen. I'm from Old Crow, and I'm from the Wantagochin First Nation. So I had this vision in my head, so I guess I designed it myself. I knew exactly how I wanted the shawl, and I knew how I wanted my dress, just simple, kind of like a sundress type of thing. I love how it turned out. I didn't really graduate with the people that I went to high school with because I faced a lot of struggles in my life, but I ended up graduating when I was 25, but at least I got it done. I did want to hide, but I was pregnant, so I hate being too hot. And then I thought about granny hanky material. Well, in my community, a lot of elders wear handkerchiefs, and they wear it as kind of a hat, I guess. And then they tie it right here, and it's so cute. And all of a sudden, I started really liking the color yellow, and then orange goes with yellow, so I picked orange as the other color. And yeah. On graduation day, I was really shy and overwhelmed because I was older and I was 8 months pregnant and huge, and I had my grandparents there, which helped me get through the day. And I feel like it's a really big accomplishment that you have to do for your life to get other opportunities and go to college. I'm in college now too, and yeah, I think it's just like the beginning of your life, graduating.
Danje ainshi tikaisenu ye akun sluan mankai kajekan iche. My name is Lanita Altini. I am from Kluane First Nation of the Crow Clan. Amam Mathia Uye at Tativita Uye. My mother and father are Mathia and Tavita Altini. And this is my dress. The hide that it's made from is white deer skin, tanned to be this color. And the hide that you see here is Arctic fox. And each pieces of the beading was done by a different member of my family, and the design is from me. But it was only able to come together from one of my aunties, Louisette Boudreau. But the whole fashion forward / traditional look all came from myself, which I'm very proud of, and it's I had to stand out. It was my grad. And this piece will always have a special place in my heart because it's just filled with so much love and so much memories and just good feelings in general. And just being able to make this so original and so me is, I think, what makes it just so special. This is just such an inspiration for me, and it's just being able to walk so proudly in my culture and be celebrated in that way with all the other First Nation graduates of my class was it's kind of hard to explain almost. It's a feeling, I mean, I think mostly only First Nation kids will be able to understand, you know. I mean, that day it's meant for us to be recognized and for our culture to be recognized. And you could just feel how proud every single great grandma or grandma and grandpa were, auntie and uncle, cousin, like everyone was there to show how proud they were of us as First Nation youth graduating in where we are now.
Dringwinzi, my name is Montana Prisnick. I'm a member of Vantakwichin First Nation with ties to Inuvialuit, and I also have Ukrainian and Scandinavian heritage. I graduated in 2006. First Nations graduation meant to me a lot of different things. It was really important that we all got to have our own ceremony to celebrate finishing high school, because it's a milestone that a lot of First Nations families haven't seen over the years, so the numbers keep growing, and since I graduated till now, the numbers have just gone up and up and up, and it's really amazing to see. And the regalia is a huge part of it. My auntie Lori made this vest for me, Lori Leduc. She used Melton and embroidery, represent the North, people of the North. So this represents our Inuvialuit heritage. Out on the land, the seals, and I really like this for my graduation regalia because I didn't really like a lot of flashy things when I was a teenager, so I just wore black and my vest, and I really appreciated that she made it for me. It was really nerve-wracking walking across the stage because I was the only kid in the Inuvialuit group. So I was up on the stage by myself, but it was really empowering. It was really empowering to get up there and walk across the stage. And my great auntie Agnes Mills brought me slippers, so I wore my slippers as well. It was a really lovely time, and it was just so good to be all together in our regalia. And I think it was just a really powerful time for kids.
My name is Sarah Tellup. I'm a member of the Tonquichin Council, and this is my dress. I wore it for First Nations Grad 2019. Native Grad was an amazing day. It was definitely my favorite of all the grad festivities. I felt so beautiful and so confident and just so proud of my heritage that day. I really felt like I shined bright and all my ancestors were there to watch me. My grandma was there, and that was awesome. My grandma Gail Anderson, she had a very big impact on my heritage and culture. She taught me a lot, and I was very happy that she could be there. It was a beautiful day. I was so happy to be with all my peers and that we shared the same accomplishment, and it was so wonderful how many First Nation grads there were. Elenice Prophet was the sewer. She beaded all the artwork. It took her over 200 hours. I came up with the idea for the fireweed. My grandma, Shirley Tellup, she passed away the year before I graduated, and I sat down with her and I asked her what her favorite flowers were. She gave me a few options like roses, tulips, fireweed, and I chose fireweed to represent her and the Yukon. I told Elenice that I wanted fireweed for my flower, and she came up with a beautiful life-size idea. The dress itself was designed, the pattern, by Thea Melanson. I'm really grateful that she let us use her design, and actually my mom and Elenice were best friends when they were younger, and Elenice promised my mom that if she had daughters she would make their First Nation grads dresses, so she made mine and my sisters, and she's made many others. But I'm super proud that she was able to do that. She's also my cousin, so it's little pieces of the family tree all coming together. And I had aunties that helped make it and put it all together, so it was all people that helped raise me and were really close to me, so that was awesome. But I was super proud to wear it, and I love it. It's definitely a beautiful and just a dream of a piece, and it was just a wonderful day. I was really happy that I had the fireweed with me. It felt like my grandma was there with me, and it was also wonderful that my other grandma, who taught me so much about my heritage and my culture, was there to watch me graduate and wear this beautiful dress.
Hi, my name is Terry Lee Isaac. I'm from Pelly Crossing, Selkirk First Nation. I am here today to talk about my beautiful dress that is about 23 years old. I got this dress when I graduated in year 2000 in Pelly Crossing. I graduated from Eliza Van Bibber School. It was Tommy McGinty of the day, the elder of the day, and he mentioned we need to celebrate these graduates because they spent 12 years in school. And as you know, we have the history of the residential school, and not many children were able to finish school. The history is that some of them ran away or some of them didn't make it home. And so he came up with this idea where let's have a celebration traditionally where we make the parents of the graduates make regalia for their children, and if they couldn't, then they have someone else make it. At the graduation ceremony where they get their diploma and their certificates, there's a ceremony after that where they get out of their cap and gown and then they dress in their traditional regalia. The community is invited and they're doing gift giving. So there's drumming, traditional music going on, everybody's dancing around them. They're doing like a round dance around the graduates. And as they're doing that, they're dropping gifts in front of them. We continue it on to this day. We're in 2023. We still do that to this day. And I'm happy to say that this dress carried on not only from my graduation from Pelly, but then we went to the Native Grad in Whitehorse, where we celebrate with all the other Yukon First Nations. This lovely dress was made for me by Don and Audrey Trudeau. They own a business called Audrey's Creations. They make everything from scratch, including their moose skin. I then, in 2006, when I had my first son, my first child, my colleague and I, Carmen Baker, decided to reestablish the Selkirk Spirit Dancers. A lot of us who got together as part of that dance group used their traditional regalia from their grads. Yeah, I'm very proud of this dress.